Hey people, this is Racer Cowboy and I'm back with my next video. This video though actually isn't a part of the sniper attachment series I said I do. I will be doing it though. There'll probably be one more video after this before I begin. I was trying to give more time for people to vote, but I guess that's all the votes that are gonna come in for now. And one of the guys requested, he wanted to see a video of hardcore sniping. And so here it is. And now we'll begin. Now before I get too much into the sniping aspect of hardcore, first wanted to get to the basics of the differences between hardcore and the regular mode. One thing about hardcore mode is that the health is set much lower than it is in the regular mode, to the point where almost any gun with any setup, maybe save a silenced pistol, will kill you in one shot. End of story, unless you have second chance on, and that's another story. Because of this, snipers' rifles no longer have their advantage of one shot kill over other weapons, since any weapon can do it now. But we'll get more into that later. Another difference is, you may have already noticed, but there is no radar up. Having no radar makes it a little harder or a lot harder in some cases, to find people. That also goes for you too, you're also harder to find. But the radar is pretty handy for a sniper, as since they like to shoot people from far away, seeing a red dot appear in a certain direction on the radar really helps sometimes. And also you may have noticed, not only is there no radar, but there is also no HUD. You don't see how many bullets you have in your gun. You don't see the score, your grenades and all that stuff. Keeping track of resources is a little harder here, but in hardcore there doesn't tend to be as much action, so it is a little easier to keep up your resources. And another thing is, though you may not see me do it in this video, is that there is friendly fire, meaning you can no longer shoot through your teammates and expect them to live. If you shoot your teammates, they will die. Now, this is one thing, because you do not want to snipe your teammates, especially if you like to snipe nearby your friends to provide cover for them. Now, if your teammate is being a jerk, of course you should feel free to shoot him and make sure it's a headshot, so he knows that he should stop being a jerk. And also, another thing about it is that not only can your shots kill your teammates, kill streaks will also kill your teammates too. So if you call in, like say, a napalm strike and your teammate's in the line of the bombing, he will get killed as well. Now, what does this all mean, when it comes to sniping? While playing, what I found for the health, while you may have lost your one-shot kill advantage over the other guns, the one thing you have gained is the fact that if you hit your opponent, he will go down, period. Even if your weapon is silenced, he is going to go down unless he has second chance. This makes it so that you don't have to be as precise in your aim. You could shoot his foot and he will go down, which is really odd, but whatever. And also, it really frees up, your selection of sniper rifle choice. The WA 2000 and the Dragunov all of a sudden become powerhouses, and are overall a little better than the other two, the PSG-1 and the L96 for hardcore sniping. But of course, you should just choose the one you're most comfortable with. Another thing is about the no radar. You will have to rely more on your eyes to find your targets, which is not a bad thing, because having good spotting vision is good even in core modes with the radar up. But that's not the only thing you can rely on. You can also rely on sounds, gunshot sounds. And if you, at the beginning of the video, if you were listening closely, you would have heard the guy, you know, climbing up the stairs. Now listen to footsteps and whatnot. Use sound to try to locate your opponents. Now gunshot sounds are the most prevalent ones, and I do know that there is no headset, you know, like the Turtle Beach or whatever, that's for the Wii. So listening for the direction is quite hard, but the volume does seem to change for how close they are to you, so you could use that to your advantage. Another thing is, when your friends die, look around and see if you see, you know, the little skullhead crossbones symbol that appears over your friend when he dies. Because if you see that, chances are there's an enemy not too far from that location. I actually use that a lot in core mode too, to find people. But most importantly, stay alert, because even though there are sounds, people could be using perks, you know, like Ninja or Ghost or whatever, especially Ninja, completely silences. Ninja Pro will completely silence your character. He will not make any sounds at all, making him, you know, very stealthy. Now, for the not having a HUD, it's important to know how many shots you have left in your gun. Now, chances are you may not have to spam your shots too much, but I do not think the game warns you when your ammo is about to run out, and if you shoot at your opponent and find out that you have to reload, it could be problematic, especially if he finds out that you're shooting at him. Now, reloading in hardcore isn't such a bad thing because, you know, people tend to be a lot more defensive, so you do have a lot more time to do stuff like reloading and whatnot, positioning yourself. But it's still good to know. Also good to know, you know, how many grenades you have if you're using grenades. I think tomahawks are not as useful because everything one-shot kills, so they may not give you time to throw your tomahawk. And right there, I think that guy survived because I was shooting through the rock supposedly, or the game thought I was shooting through the rock. I don't know how you could shoot through a rock anyway, but oh well. And also friendly fire, as I mentioned earlier. Watch out when shooting nearby your teammates, because of course you don't want to pick them off. You don't want to get any collaterals or triple kills that are mixed with enemies and teammates, even though that would be funny. And also try to avoid the bombing kill streaks for obvious reasons, and especially the care packages. Now the care packages is not so much that the package itself will actually fall on top of the teammate and kill him. It can happen, but the chances are very slim. It's more that there are a lot of greedy people in this game, and that they are willing to kill you just to get the care package. So it's just best not to use it at all. Especially since, if you notice, there is a respawn timer for every time you're killed. Now, I wanted to address something quickly before the video ends. I've been getting a fair number of people that I've met online while playing this, you know, asking me how did I become good at sniping on this game. Now, they probably won't ever see this video, but if by chance they do, I figured I'd answer their question to the best I can here. When I first started, I mainly focused on getting good at 3 things. One of which being, the 3 things are to 1, get good at hitting a non-moving target, 2, get good at hitting a moving target, and 3, get to know the maps very well. I figured all these 3 things would help, especially when it comes to sniping, because snipers need to know the map layout well so they can predict where their opponents are. And of course, even if you can figure out where your opponents are, if you can't hit them, it doesn't mean much. So I basically started off with those 3 things and just got better as I kept on playing and practicing. But yeah, the video is about to come to a close. But as I said before, there will probably be one more video before I start on the sniper attachment series. But I definitely will be doing it, and I'll be doing something different actually than just showing regular gameplay. Just something for you guys to look forward to.
Mission accomplished.
But yeah, I'll see you guys later, and hope you have a good day, evening, night, whatever time it is at your place. Well, see you later.